Now, what kind of anti-capitalist CPA would I be if I didn't write a blog post on whether I think capitalism will collapse or not? And the answer will not shock you. Of course, I don't think capitalism is sustainable, and I'll take you through why. Capitalism is characterized by the private ownership of the means of production, the pursuit of profit, and the market-driven allocation of resources. Despite its widespread adoption and celebrated success, capitalism is inherently unsustainable. But fear not, after I explain why capitalism will inevitably collapse, due to its unsustainability, I will outline ways in which we can do things better and transform our current capitalist system into a more fair and equitable system. The biggest reason that capitalism is unsustainable is that constant growth is impossible. Capitalism is based on constant growth of production and consumption. Boards are always wanting to see improvements over last quarter and growth in an upwards trajectory. In order to do this, they must either sell more products, charge more for those products, or put in cheaper inputs and you get less value for your money. But the bottom line is all your money must be funneled up to them in some way. This constant production is destroying our planet, as we can see around us. And that's unsustainable in itself. There's only so much resources that we can take from this planet. Number 2, capitalism is causing growing inequality. In fact, capitalism promotes inequality. In their striving for continued increased profits, one of the costs that they like to keep as low as possible is labor. Using the lowest wages you possibly can do, requiring long working hours, often unpaid, and providing poor working conditions for your employees. Benefits slowly start slipping away, and things that employees once enjoyed under a prosperous capitalist system are now being squeezed out because they need those profits more. Whenever there's an economic downturn, it's always accompanied by mass layoffs. In fact, that seems to be the actual spoken goal when they increase interest rates. In the capitalist system, destroying the livelihoods of thousands of your employees is preferable to losing profits for your shareholders. I mean, how long are people going to tolerate that? Because the conditions aren't going to get any better. It's just going to keep getting worse. Either the people are going to change the system, demand a change in the system, or they're going to starve to death because they can't afford to buy food. And then you won't have workers. So either way, I don't see it being sustainable. And I laugh just because I'm awkward, not because I find any of this funny. In order to increase profits, eventually corporations just start to kind of cannibalize each other. We call mergers and acquisitions, and that's what it is. It's you buy your competition so you don't have them anymore, so that you have more control over the market. Capitalism contributes to growing social inequalities. Access to many social resources, which are supposed to be equitable for everyone, are often tied to your income and wealth. Those with more resources can access better quality services, and those with fewer struggle to find the services they need. And I want you to read this last paragraph. It is not a coincidence that corporations are trying to erode public services to make them for profit, and therefore only accessible to those who have the means to afford them, aka themselves. They've exploited all other ways to make profit, so now they're going for the social services, often funded by your tax dollars. I'll get into my reason number 3, why I think capitalism will collapse, in part 2.